Hey guys, ECRG here, back with another video. We've got some shocking news today, and it's really about this LinkedIn post or this LinkedIn article that I recently came across, and it's about companies going all in on remote work. And this is shocking because in 2014, there were only 26 companies that were operating completely with remote workforces. And now, in 2018, there are over 170 companies that are working completely on remote working. So I'm not saying that they have an office or anything and they let people work from home like 4 times out of the week or 3 times or 2 times out of the week. I'm saying they have no office. Everyone in that company works from home. And to give you an example of a company, pretty successful and big company that you guys may all know that works 100% remote is Halo Top. I read an article recently. Halo Top, I think, and now correct me if I'm wrong, Halo Top is the company that was 100% remote workforce until recently. Or they might still be, but I know during all that growth and that rapid growth, but now they're pretty much in every grocery store. So they've had a lot of success over the years, and they operate 100% remote. So obviously with the new technologies, computers being faster, everyone has a computer. Everyone has Skype, WebEx, instant message. Everyone has a cell phone at their house. Everyone pretty much has unlimited calling or Wi-Fi calling or whatever. Companies are starting to understand, and it's the newer companies that are really pioneering this. But companies are starting to understand that they could save a lot of costs by not having a huge office, or they could, offload a significant portion of their workforce into their houses, and people are happier working more remotely. You save a lot on gas. You don't have to build your whole life around your work. You just get on and work for 8 hours and you're done. But of course, you need a home office or some sort to be able to facilitate that. But that's not really the company's problem. But in all actuality, they'll probably give you like a little, monthly stipend or a stipend up front to go ahead and prepare a home office. But it's way cheaper than having a building. I was reading an article saying, or someone told me at my company that it costs like $20,000 or in between $20,000 and $40,000 to have an employee in the office per employee. So it's expensive having an employee in an office. And I'm sure companies are not going to want to do that unless they really, really have to for whatever reason. But in today's technology, in today's era, you really don't have to be face to face. I know in clinical research, I didn't work with anybody face to face in my first year. And I was brand new too. That's when you would want someone to be face to face the most. Not when you're experienced to know how things are. But all of my team members were overseas. I was on global studies, not even in the same time zone with these people. And I still had to come into work. So it just goes to show that it's not necessary. It would have been even easier if everyone was on the same time zone, let alone that. So I didn't even really have to go into work for that job. I could have done that completely remotely, but you had to go in. That was company policy. But really in the rest of these in the rest of this article, they talk about there's going to be a whole new wave of work-life balance that's coming up with these fully remote companies, because they're showing that you don't need office to be really successful. And once it's done, it usually takes some time, but other companies are going to start adapting to it. Pretty much every company is going to have work from home positions at least a day or multiple days out of the week. Companies will probably start moving to a desk sharing situation where maybe you have like you share a desk with someone in the office and they come in on alternating days as you. So I think we're in for a big shift here, and companies are starting to go all in on this remote workforce because it's going to save them a lot of money. And we do most of our work through a computer screen anyway. You IM someone even in the same office as you. You pick up the phone and call them. You screen share with them, even in the same office as you. So it just goes to show, gone are the days where you have to be in the office to be successful. And things are changing quickly. So I thought this was shocking. It's going to be shocking to see how fast this changes, because I think it's going to be a pretty rapid change over the next year to 2 years. I think we'll see a lot more companies, that number 170 companies that operate fully remotely. I think we're going to see a whole lot more. We're going to see that number probably double in the startup culture. And I think we'll probably see some pretty big companies starting to adopt that as well. Definitely in the clinical research space, because in clinical research, there is already a shift to remote working. So many people, project managers, clinical trial leads, all CRAs work remotely. In-house CRAs work remotely. Some do. You've got all types of positions in clinical research that work remotely. So I think that's an industry that's prime to really go all in on this, embrace this wholeheartedly. So we'll see in the coming months, we'll see in the coming years what happens. So thought that was interesting. Wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com or comment down below for any questions you may have. If you want me to do a video on it, just comment down below and we'll do a video. So take care, guys.